we have a little problem.
So sad. Is this how you grow baby corn? I don't know. You just fail at growing corn, and then it's baby corn?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. It's pretty green. I mean, this plant's not going to go any further.
Our corn and our beans are failing.
Our field has not worked out so well. First got back, we thought that everything was growing all right, considering that we were gone for 5 weeks and not able to give it water or make sure that it was growing properly. But after a couple weeks back here, we've realized that the field itself has a pretty significant problem.
We didn't expect anything to grow, and we're really surprised that we had some stuff that was popping up and it looked pretty good, but there's patches of the field where nothing has grown or something is like only 2 inches tall.
The corn hasn't rooted deep enough, so it hasn't grown tall enough to actually produce like a full ear of corn. They grew maybe 2 feet at best, some of them maybe 3 or 4 feet, and now they're just completely yellowing, they're dying, they're flopping over.
And they're getting eaten by bugs.
There is a silver lining in all of this because it's just ultimately a learning experience for us to be doing this. We didn't expect anything to happen. Something did happen, and now it's taught us about our field and what we need to fix. Way too much clay in the soil. There's not enough topsoil. The plants can't root deep enough. We had no expectations of this field when we planted it. It was just a learning experience, but it's still very disappointing to have all these things kind of grow, but then not actually come to fruition. So we're gonna harvest what we can now and show you guys what's been happening, and then I think we're gonna harvest the learning from this experience as well.
Let's get some beans. So as you can see, all of our corn is yellowing, and it started producing corn even when it's really tiny. There's maybe like a handful of ears that are, you know, as big as my hand. So we'll see. We did try one a few days ago and it was actually surprisingly good here, but I think this one might be our best. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty small still. Oh, it's so small though, of what's actually inside. I mean, this is a small variety. Like we were told that it doesn't produce big kernels, or big cobs anyway, but yeah. I mean, those are kind of decent size. I mean, not fully developed or anything, but can I just try it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The most baby corn. It's so tiny. But it's sweet. Like, it's good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what, honey wax corn?
Honey wax corn, yeah.
I have a hunch of why this field did not work out in the way that it should have. So I believe that this is our problem right here. Is that the roots are not getting deep enough into the ground because it's so compact here that it's not able to support itself when it grows tall, and especially not large corn. This is definitely the most successful part of our field, I would say. It's where we first started planting the cowpeas, and they're growing fairly well. So we're gonna start here, collect all of the cowpeas, get them in a basket, get them drying. Maybe we'll try and eat a little bit of them, just to say we ate something that we grew. But most of them I think we're gonna save for seed to try and plant them again, because cowpeas are a great nitrogen fixer and they seem to do all right in this field, so that's a bonus.
This is what was ready from our cowpeas. You can see that they're kind of purple when they're more dried, and then other ones that are, you know, just turning purple or whatnot, but we wanted to harvest them and just let them dry here because so many pests are getting at them. It's interesting comparing the cowpea and the black-eyed peas, because for a relatively small amount of the field, the cowpeas produced really well. But it seems like the black-eyed peas were more susceptible to like pests and stuff like that.
That's our yield of the black-eyed peas. I think that's about all we're gonna get out of these. The cowpeas are still growing a bit, so we're gonna give them some time. But these are pretty much done. Sounds like seeds.
Ooh, look at this beauty. Really small harvest for the amount of corn that we planted. Like, we planted a shit ton of corn. So, no, what's the biggest size that we have? Maybe this?
Yeah.
Maybe that's like our biggest one. Like, that's
5 inches.
yeah. It's not a big variety again, but probably could have been a little stronger.
We have harvested more than just corn and beans from our field. We're harvesting knowledge. So corny.
So corny. So philosophical.
But it's true. We learned a lot about just the composition of the field that we have.
This has happened a number of times, but just my appreciation for like farmers and people that are growing food has very much deepened as we try our hand at growing our own food, and just realizing what a challenge it is, how many things you have to contend with to in order to grow good food. And we're doing things organically, you know, we're not using like chemical fertilizers or spraying crops or whatever. I understand why people do it, because like, it's hard. There's a lot of things to contend with.
You can understand the convenience of it.
Yeah.
I mean, had we sprayed and fertilized this field, we could probably have a full harvest of corn right now. And kept spraying it with pesticides and herbicides and everything else. It would look clean and wonderful, but it's not. It's the illusion. It's the illusion of clean food.
As much as it is, like, kind of disheartening, disappointing that you're not, like, I don't know, raking in massive amounts of corn or beans or whatnot. Nobody's been trying to grow food here or, like, really invest deeply into the land here. And I think it's clear from seeing, like, other farms and friends and neighbors and stuff, it takes time. And in time, the earth will give back, like, what have you been putting into it. And right now it's giving back what we've put into it, which is nothing. So it makes sense. Yeah, so it makes sense. But look at this one. This one looks pretty good. That one's pretty good. Like, that's small, but nice. This is a good one.
Not too many kernels on this one. Nice and sweet though. Another thing that amazes me about growing food and harvesting is just the built-in sustainability of it. We have so many more seeds if we save them to keep growing again. There's sustainability built into nature, but we
aren't learning the lesson.
Yeah, we just consume. We don't reinvest into nature, even though that's clearly built into the cycles of the world.
Restoring land, regenerating land is not quick. It's not easy, but yeah, I think there's some really valuable lessons to learn and to receive just through the process. And yeah, in the meantime, we're going to save some corn seeds, save some bean seeds.
For now, this is what we're doing. We're learning. We're screwing up. We're gonna do better. It's all part of the process. We hope you guys enjoy following that journey.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you soon.